Hey, I'm Stewart with Survival Storm Shelters. I'm here today to show you some of the differences in our shelters and what makes our shelters better than the competitors. What we have behind us here are 3 different models. Our first model is the below ground estate. This shelter is rated for 10 people. It's 6 foot wide, 5 foot long, and 6 foot tall. The next shelter that we have over here is our below ground max. This is our flagship model, and this shelter is 10 foot long, 6 foot wide, and 6 foot tall. These shelters have identical staircases. The only difference is that the max model is twice the size, twice the length, as is the estate model. Here in the middle we have one of our dealer models, which is a below ground max, but it has a door in the back so that you can see what the inside of the shelter looks like. So if you'll come with me, I'll show you some of the differences in our shelters. First of all of our shelters are designed by a structural engineer, and you'll see that there are several differences that make our shelters superior to other models. First of all, we start with a 1/4 inch steel floor. This short floor's got a structural C-channel beneath it, and you'll notice that it sticks out from the shelter 12 inches. By it sticking out from the shelter, then the weight of the earth, which is about 100 pounds per cubic foot, acts as an anchor to make sure that this shelter stays in the ground should there be a situation of a high water table. When you get inside the shelter, you'll notice that we have a bench running alongside the unit, and this bench acts as a structural angle to keep the sides from caving in from the pressures of the earth. So we have a bench here, then we've got 1/4 inch 2x3 angle iron here, and then of course the top of the shelter is this, and the shelter starts coming up at an angle. One of the nice things about every place that we put our structure is that there are no places for water to get behind here and cause rust down the road. It's 100% sealed with a urethane caulk, and then we go and apply a coal tar epoxy. It's a 2-part system that we apply to it after the shelter's been welded, and then also that the caulk's been added. Our shelter's got convenient pickup points at the angle iron location, so it makes it easier for you to install the unit. And you'll notice that under our door lids we've got protected screen vent openings. What these do is they keep any type of snakes or rats or any rodents from getting in, and the vents are protected underneath the angle iron so that you're sure that nothing hits it in the event of a tornado. We've got 10 foot in length here, and the estate model would stop here at this 5 foot section. So the estate model would stop here. You get an additional 5 foot length with the max model. One of the things about the shelters that our customers brag about is the fact that FEMA 320 requires that you have 3 square foot per person. 6 foot wide by 10 foot long is 60 square feet. And if you divide that by 3 square feet, that's a 20 person unit. FEMA 320 won't allow you to rate a shelter for more than 16 people. So that's the reason this is called a 16 person unit. Our estate model, which is 5 foot long, is 6 foot wide, 5 foot long, 30 square feet, which is a 10 person model. But one of the things that's interesting about the shelters is that these models are much bigger than any type of concrete or fiberglass unit that has the same occupancy load. The reason for that is our shelters are a full 6 foot tall, and that gives you a lot more cubic footage. So when you're looking at investing in a shelter, make sure that you consider the cubic footage and not just the square footage. Finally, these shelters are made of 10 gauge steel, and 10 gauge is about 25% thicker than most of the shelters you'll see, which are made of 12 gauge. Another feature that our customers ask us about is how are our shelters sealed against any water getting in them. Our shelters are double welded. They have a weld bead on the inside and the outside, and we have a proprietary method in which we have a device that we attach to the door while the shelter is being constructed. This device pressurizes this shelter, and it tells us if there are any leaks inside. Oftentimes, even though we employ certified welders, we do find that there will be pinhole leaks, and these leaks are things that will show up if in another shelter's company after it gets in the ground. We come in and we re-weld those areas, and then after the unit passes this rigorous quality assurance process and we ensure there are no leaks in it, at that point we put the coal tar epoxy on it to guarantee that this shelter will last you for years to come and won't give you any issues with water intrusion. So if you want to come inside, I'll show you some of the features on the inside of the shelters. One of the first things that you'll notice is that we have a very convenient door handle system. It's a single lever, triple locking system. FEMA 320 requires that you have 3 locking points. The other nice part about the shelter is the fact that you have a keyed lock. You have the option of taking this lock out, but if you want to keep it here so that the children can't get in it, that you wouldn't have any type of wind blowing, this lock comes in handy. Once you step inside the shelter, you can see that the benches that I was referring to that act as a structural support. You also notice that you have tap lights installed that will allow light inside the shelter, and you'll see that you have 2 corner shelves that come standard in the model. Walking up the steps, you'll notice that they're at an incline that makes it easy to get in and out when you're in a hurry. You'll notice here inside the door that you've got a spring-loaded mechanism. Our customers really brag about that. That's what we call our zero-weight door. And the zero-weight door, what it does is it makes it real easy. I'll try to demonstrate here for you. Not only shut, but then open the shelter door. Here you can see the screen openings that I was talking about from the inside. And each of our shelters also comes with a provision where you can install a hydraulic jack that will allow you to jack the door open if you'd like. You'll notice that the shelters are carpeted to give you an extra comfort. And you also know that they have a urethane finish on the inside. You've got highly visible skids so that if you're coming in a hurry, you're less likely to fall on the shelter. And then you also notice you have a grab bar here. So thank you for taking the time to view our video today. We hope you consider us as your shelter manufacturer, and we don't think you'll find a shelter that's better manufactured. Thank you.